Hi, it's Gwen from Hummingbird Tarot, and today I wanted to talk about how to use the law of attraction. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified every week when I upload a new video. So I wanted to talk about the law of attraction because I don't think a lot of people understand how powerful it is and exactly how it works. And I'm going to use the example of a conversation that I just had with someone, and they're looking for a new place to live, and they keep running into the same issues with their roommates. The same issues keep coming up, and they're issues that once they come to a head, I don't want to talk specifics, they're the same issues that once they come to a head are the impetus and the reason why this friend of mine needs to find a new place to live. I think the law of attraction is really at play here. So there's a whole list of things that I don't like this, and I don't like that, and I don't want this. All these things that are on a list of things that we don't want to look for in a roommate. And if I can make this really, really simple, I can say red is such a pain, and red is annoying when it happens, and I really don't want red, and I don't want it to smell like red, or whatever that means. But the bottom line is that whole list is red, 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 red. So you're going to attract red because that's what you're focusing on. So if there are things that you're looking for, that's what you need to focus on. What is it that you want? Don't focus on what you don't want. Even if it's focusing on, I really don't want this to happen again. I'm scared that this is going to happen. You're feeling a lack of something in your life. If you're focusing on that, that's what you're going to attract. So in this example with the roommate situation, you need to focus on the opposite of the things that you don't want. So if you want a roommate who has these qualities and is this way and treats me this way, and I'm able to do these things, and I have the freedom to do this, and I'm going to feel super relaxed and wonderful in this environment. It's going to be very friendly and welcoming. I'm going to love the roommates that I have. All of those things are how you make the law of attraction work. So if you're worried about money and not being able to pay your bills, you're thinking about bills, you're thinking about lack, you're going to be attracting more lack. You're going to be attracting more bills. Instead, you need to shift your focus to thinking about abundance and there being plenty of it. Maybe start thinking about how it's going to feel when you have the things that you want, that your money is going to pay for. So if, a really expensive dinner at this restaurant sounds amazing right now, you can start imagining how it's going to taste and what the food is going to taste like, and it's going to be so great. And you start shifting to that focus when you start thinking about getting checks in the mail and how money is just going to show up and you can't wait to get a certain job. You're focusing on the job that you want. You need to focus on, okay, I want the job to have this, and I want it to have this, and I want to be able to do this, and I want the people that work there to be like this, and I want the things that I'm doing to be these things. Those are the things that you need to focus on, and you need to focus on the what. What is it that you want? The hows are up to the universe. The how is not your job. You don't need to worry about how. You need to think about what it is that you want, and that's it. Focus on what you want. Everything else, forget about it. Don't worry about how you're going to get there, how you're going to make it happen. Don't worry about the things that used to worry you. Worry just gets in your way and attracts the things that you're worried about. So that's how the law of attraction works. If you have any questions about this, you want me to go into any more detail, feel free to leave a comment below. If you have any suggestions for anyone who's interested in the law of attraction, you can go ahead and leave a comment below too. There is a movie out called The Secret, and I think that's actually a really good representation of how the law of attraction works and explaining it. It's such a powerful force for me in my life, and it's hard to get there sometimes, and it's hard to stay there, especially in a time like we have right now when there's so much negativity, so much of that going on in the news. And every time you turn on the news, you're hearing about lack and chaos, issues that people have. When you start thinking about those things and listening to that a lot, you're attracting more of that. So I do my best to just check in quickly, and I read trusted sources that I find just to stay in touch with what's going on and any new things that are coming out that I need to be aware of, and then I check out. I'm not watching the news a lot. I'm not checking in a lot to that because I'm trying to keep things positive and attract more positive things in my life. And in order to do that, you have to be very intentional about it, and you have to pay attention to your internal thoughts and what you're saying, the words that are coming out of your mouth, the things that you're worried about, and that internal voice in your head that's super judgmental, that usually is the meanest person in your life, yourself, talking to yourself. You need to sometimes tell that person to shut up or redirect their thoughts and say, that's not helpful right now. And sometimes I have conversations with myself like it's another person standing here, because the things that I've just said to myself or I've given myself a hard time for, I would never say that to anybody else, and I would never put up with it if anybody said those things to me, yet I'm saying them to myself. So we have to constantly be vigilant about using the law of attraction and staying focused on the things that we want, staying positive, keeping our energy high, and staying focused on the positive and higher level things, and it can really bring wonderful things into your life. Thanks for stopping by. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you on the next time around.